Why are we so disconnected nowadays? In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why I think us human beings are feeling so disconnected from our environment. Hello, welcome back here. My name is Fanny Evano, also known as the Soulful therapist. In here we talk about psychotherapy, spirituality and self-discovery. I like each video to feel like a small therapy session, a place of reflection and introspection. If you're interested in these topics, I highly recommend you to subscribe to my channel to be notified of all my other videos. Now, let's look into the 5 reasons why I feel we are so disconnected right now. And I'm probably biased because I live in one of the busiest cities in the world, Dubai. This city is extremely busy. Everybody's hustling. And I guess it's kind of the culture here, which of course has its good, but also its bad. There is so many good reasons that I cannot go through in this video, but if we are looking at the human connection, then this is where we can look into. This city, like I guess every other big city in the planet, is highly competitive, but this is a global trend. So we cannot just pinpoint this to this current city here, Dubai. It's really much wider and much broader than we think. Each company, like multinational companies, are competing on a global market. And if you're part of this ecosystem, then it will feel like you're always on a run. You might be feeling like it's a rat race of some sort. So because the world became so competitive, you always feel like you have to put on your big shoulders and push on the left, push on the right, and at the end of the day, you're just exhausted by just defending yourself professionally and in society, because you need to show how much success you have, like this flex culture. Maybe we can go more in depth in another video. We always have to show how well we are doing. We are showing this in our professional environment, we are showing this in society, we are even showing this to our friends when we post on social media, for example. I don't know anyone who has ever posted on social media about their violent diarrhea they just had last night. So yes, we always put on a show and we always have to show how well we are doing. So let's not go too deep into this because I really want this video to be super concise. The lack of nature. Like every big city, I always say we can always find nature anywhere in the world. However, if you're looking to be in a forest environment, the city life is definitely not for you. We have to remember that we are part of this whole, this planet Earth, which we are literally a product of. When we say Mother Earth, literally that's where we come from and that's where we're gonna return. So at the end of the day, lack of nature plays a very important role in the disconnection. Disconnection from our environment, but also ourselves. We need to be remembering of the seasons, of the cycles of life, of the slow pace of life, of patience. And we just don't do that. So spending time in nature is not just benefiting you on the moment, but also have long-term benefits when you actually is impregnated by all this nature around you. The third reason is the lack of real connections. Especially when you live in a big city, I found that people are not coming together as a community. You can see that maybe in smaller villages or maybe in areas of the city, but ultimately people find it very difficult to find their crowd, to find their tribe, to find a group of people in which they belong so they can be fully themselves. And of course, as you might know by now, social media is also playing a big role in that disconnection. We put our feelings and our life through a screen just like a filter. So you don't get the full experience of the connection, you just get partial views of everybody. Like a brand, like now this is actually like a big word, like personal branding, blah, blah, blah. Great if you have a business, but we should just be raw material. So the lack of real connection, helping one another, coming together as a community, when this is lacking, it plays a big impact on feeling disconnected with the rest. The fourth reason is we ignore our body. Because nowadays you need to think. You need to think straight, you need to think sharply, you need to be ahead of everybody else, so you're constantly in your head. You're in your head, in your head, in your head, you just have millions of questions, have a plan B, C, D, but you just ignore that this head is attached to your body. And your body is actually sending you signs when it's dysfunctioning, when you need a rest, when you need to pay attention to something in particular. And that rat race is definitely not helping you to connect with your body. Because when you connect to your body, you listen to it without changing anything. I always say you don't need to be seated in a lotus position for you to actually have a peaceful moment. Just sit normally and observe what is happening in your body. Feel the sensations that are currently in your body. And lastly, individualism. We are so individualist nowadays that a lot of people don't even know who is their neighbors. They might be living next to somebody that they have actually never had a conversation with, don't know their name, don't know their situations. So that's definitely cutting any sense of community along with staying by yourself. And while being independent can be rewarding to some extent, being individualist just cuts you off from relationship. Ultimately, it's also reinforcing the belief that you don't need anyone. And when you don't need anyone, you just exclude yourself. So you just move yourself away from this community, away from the whole. I'm actually running out of time because I just have a few more seconds to just finish this video. I wanted it to be very straight to the point. Please let me know in the comments if any of this resonates with you and if you want me to go deeper in that topic of being disconnected from the whole. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great day.